Members of press, I want to take this opportunity to welcome you. This is Africa Center for Collective and Preventive Action. We are a local NGO in this country, and we do a lot of programs and projects which are of greater importance to the general public. So where we see there are issues that affect the general public, and where maybe individuals, institutions, organizations, even countries operate in violating the rights of Kenyans, we normally come in and put our voice in a structured way to ensure that the continuous violation of those rights is no longer there, and more importantly, to ensure that the restitution and probably where there have been damages, to ensure that also the members of public are well compensated for the violation that have been meted against them by the institutions or organizations or individuals who work against the law. I'm the executive director, and my name is John Masharia. And today, why we invited you to this press, because we have a matter that is in the court, and this matter is about data privacy, because we have received numerous complaints from the members of public on various violations on their privacy by Goole company. And after we did a background check, we did a review of the same, because of course we don't take any matter without ensuring that we have done our due diligence to ensure that yes, whatever people are complaining is really factual and actually they are violation. So we had to subject the issue to our internal processes to ensure that it really met the violation that they are claiming. And after we did our due diligence, we noted that indeed we have sufficient ground that Goole Limited or Goole Kenya has violated the rights of their users, and we raised the matter in Kenyan court, Herman Constitutional and Human Rights Court, and the matter was taken heavily. In fact, after the matter was stated, we have noted so many interested parties wanted to be part of this litigation. And the main contention that we noted, although people have raised so many issues to do with abuses and violation by Goole Limited, the one that came out clearly is use of biometric and use of photos and images, and again having a location tracker, which actually violated their personal rights, their privacy, and more importantly, they make this violation to the detriment of the users and for their profit motive, because they make a lot of revenue based on this violation. And once we raised the matter in court, I think the judge weighed the matter took matter so seriously, and in fact he gave us an opportunity to have about 22 million Kenyans whose rights have been potentially violated by Goole to join in this particular suit. So, and in compliance with that order, we did make a public notice in daily newspaper with nationwide circulation, inviting the members of public who use Android phones and who feel their rights have been violated and they have sufficient ground for that to join the petition. Because we did not even go to court as an organization itself. We went together with other individual users who have concrete evidence how their rights have been violated. So the court intend to ensure that not only those petitioners, but every other Kenyan who feel that in one way or the other his rights have been violated to join this petition. I may not give more details on this petition because the matter is active in court and we cannot prosecute the matter in the media. However, we are calling upon Kenyans who feel the matter, who feel that this matter affects them, the violations to their privacy have been meted against them by the Goole Limited, to come up and join the petition according to the orders of the court. And we are supposed to go back to court on 15th of May. That's next month, that one. So we want those who may be interested to join before then. In fact, if we can have as many people register and to join the petition before 10th of May, we can really appreciate. And actually call upon you members of other states to help us in this agenda, to pass the message to Kenyans. Because, again, in this country, we really don't, we take things casually. We don't really reconcile with the laws of the land and the things that we do, even if while there are breaches, we are not really well applied on the issues. Because in Kenya, we have a very progressive and liberative constitution. Article 35 of our constitution is very clear on right to privacy, right to personal data. And actually, also, if you look at the act that we have, Data Protection Act of 2019, really try to amplify and ensure that those provisions of the constitutions are now put in place. But we also realize that also the Office of Data Commissioner is quite new. They have not done much in this country. So it's also, besides the issue of Google, is very important that also members of press, you ensure that you educate the members of public on their rights to information, right to privacy, as stipulated in our constitution. I want to say that to handle this matter, those we have noted we have so many interested parties coming as institutions, and they are procured their legal services through their preferred legal firms. And for individuals who want to join this petition, I know most or many may not afford to procure legal services, and we have a battery of lawyers who are guiding this matter for the current petitioner and for the organization. That's why we call upon those Kenyans who want to apply. They can apply through our office or through our legal advisors on this matter, and you just need to part with only 2,000 Kenya shillings for legal support fee, because we believe that going by what has happened in other jurisdictions, if only the right have been violated, there are very sufficient ground for you to be compensated. This matter we are doing is not new. It has happened in other jurisdictions, especially in America, in USA, and even Australia, where Google has been found to have violated the right of the users, and they have paid heavy compensation to those individuals, no matter their numbers, because they use your privacy, your data, to make revenue. But where there is sufficient ground, also they should be forced to ensure that, first of all, they are discontinued or prohibited to continue with those violations, and more importantly, where the violations can be quantified, then there should be monetary compensation. So what we are saying, the end game of this matter is that those whose claims shall be found to be true, they are glad for them to be well compensated, and also we shall be able to set clear signal to Google and other ICT companies that as much as you are working with data of Kenyans to do your activities, to make money, also ensure that the privacy is given the right position in terms of that no violation, that because the issue of data, we talk about privacy. If the issue of location, the Goole can track you wherever you be, it means that your personal safety and security is compromised. When they can share some of your photos, even for the children who are underage, you see their photos circulating in different pages, and those children, they cannot even defend themselves, and they do that for the purposes of generating revenue for commercial purposes. It's not right, it's not fair, and those actions should be in a great way be not only being condemned but be prohibited. So what you are saying, that those who are going to join the petition, as long as your claim is legitimate, we are going to work together through court processes. We are certain that our court system is going to dispense this matter probably within the shortest time possible, though I know we are having so many other parties joining as amicus curiae for the court. Also, there are those who are joining to be petitioners, the institutions who are joining. We hope that all those who are going to be on board in this matter, they are not going to in any way delay the case. So we call upon Kenyans, if you feel that you have a case against this company in terms of violation, you register with us. We have a portal. We are going to share a flyer online, portal that people can make registration online, and also our offices are wide open, and depending on the needs, we can also make provision to have some other point of registration for the applicant across the Republic. And also we want to assure our neighboring countries, because we have noted also some of users who are beyond Kenya having the same problem. They are complaining and seeing how they can be enjoined in this matter. We are looking, our legal advisors are looking at the East African Community Treaty and see possibility of enjoining as people from those who are within East African community. But that one cannot be guaranteed at this point in time. But I think at the appropriate time, when we get the legal position, whereby we know that, I know in public interest litigations, we are not limited. We can go as much as the entire East African region, but we want to be very clear before we make such a move. And once we get the green light from our legal team, then we shall advise the members of public accordingly. So for now, we are limiting ourselves to those who are within Kenya, covered by the Constitution of Kenya and Data Protection Act. So those who wish to join us, I really want to welcome you, and I can tell you that we have effective team to ensure that your data, your registration is taken on time, and then our legal officers shall also guide you on which specific form that you need to fill to ensure that the application also meets the legal threshold that we have been given by the court. Otherwise, I want once again to urge you and to request you that you give Kenyans the right information on this matter. Also, the issue of timeline is critical, because I know probably after 15 we may not have another chance to onboard any other person. And what happens in most of public interest litigation is that every time the timeline passes, then to adjudicate that matter or bring those cases again back to court and you had an opportunity becomes very difficult. So we wish that those who want to bring their complaint or want to be part of this case, let them take. We have instances like the case of, I will not mention them here, but once the matter has been dispensed, then other people now want to come and start the same matter. It's quite, once it's closed, it's closed. So we wish that Kenyans take this opportunity, register in masses. We may not probably get the 22 million that the court has elected to, but being a public interest litigation, and we know that ad reducers in Kenya, they are in millions, we would wish that those who have those violations register. We have the capacity to handle all those applications. Thank you very much, and I wish to welcome